Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dead Cells. Haven't played this in a hot minute, but yes, quit the current run. I feel like playing a run. I was just trying to decide what to play today. Thought to myself, you know what? Could play a run of Dead Cells. My friend Chris, I managed to con him into playing a couple of runs. Oh, yeah, a couple of runs of this the other day when he was actually streaming, and it kind of made me remind myself of, yeah, actually how good of a game this is. And, you know, we can take a moment to reflect on the fact that we have absolutely everything unlocked. What kind of a run would we do today? I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. I'm walking into this Dead Cells run with absolutely no desire to go one particular path or another. All I want to do is survive and roll these 1,088 cells over to the next run. And I do look at brutality, and I do look at that flaming torch on the right there and say, you know what? We could roll a brutality run. None of the other weapons here actually really interest me too much, but torch is a great weapon. It's a great weapon to get early, as is the firebrand, and this actually has a lot more red in it. The sword is also red. Your rig is red. It's red. We've got the firebrand, we've got the sinew slicer, and the grenade, or fire. But I also have fire. I have the firebrand. Firebrand is fire. Pan? There's also a pan. I'm not a pan fan. Segas Jr., welcome by the way. How are you doing? I'm not a big pan fan. A fan. I'm gonna roll this one. It's got the most red in it. But yeah, I'm not the biscuit. I'm not the biscuit with the misket. I'm not the biggest pan fan. In a lot of situations, I don't really want to be, careful. In a lot of situations, I don't really want to be in enemies' faces. That's like the danger spot. If you're in enemies' faces, you're gonna be freaking killed. Although combo with the super pan is still something that I don't think I've appropriately had an opportunity to play around with yet. I feel like I have at one point tried to use combo with the pans, and then immediately later I was like, oh, this is a better weapon. I'm actually just gonna switch away from it. You know what? It all just depends on what the run wants to give me. If the run gives me like a sweet pan, you know what? If the run gives me a legendary pan, then I'm a little bit more invested in the idea of super pans. Speaking of, we could, on this run, try to go up to the Fractured Shrines, aka my favorite biome because of all the sweet ass loot you get. But I'm also incentivized to just let the game tell me where to go, considering that, you know, just to mention it so that I'm myself reminded of the mechanic, they have adjusted in one of the recent updates, holy water, the incentivized biomes to be a little bit more logical for their incentiviziveness. We can let that dictate where we're actually gonna go on this run. Let's complete the map, of course. I see that scroll, I want it. You know what? I have to be a little bit better about using my skills and items, because I always forget to use things like the grenades, even though it is extremely nice. And also use the sword, although the sword, while good, I do believe that I am just a fan of pressing Y, running past an enemy, and then watching them die like 3 seconds later. That's always my favorite thing to do. Dun, dun, dun. I believe there was food previously. Let's get the map. Oh, not quite there yet. One more area left to go. We'll get the map to make sure that we've not forgotten anything. Should be here. Then we will leave. Now there's no incentivized biome here, which is very interesting to me. I really thought that it would give me an incentivized path. This tells me where it is though, the castle outskirts. Want to know why I like the idea of going to the castle outskirts? If we go to the castle outskirts, we can do the Castlevania path, and then we don't have the desire to do it later. We know that we're either gonna fight, well, one of the two remaining, dude, I hear that thunder outside. One of the two remaining bosses, the queen or the king. The Hand. I remember this game. I don't have a bad memory, you have a bad memory. Damage from projectiles, leg hugger. We actually have some pretty decent stuff here. Sydney Slicer generates a toxic cloud, firebrands of course being fire. No real synergies, but you don't need synergies right now. Do you have anything? Nope. We have 100% of this save file a long time ago. Disengagement? Once per biome. Still better than YOLO. Excuse me. Still better than YOLO. How would you buff YOLO? Could it be buffed? I guess it does provide you a heal. You know, disengagement does not actually provide you with the heal. If you can keep YOLO to like a final boss, it is like having one extra flask. But there's a negative, or at least not so much of a positive. But what you don't have is you don't have that stun afflicting all of the enemies. Hold on, let me think about this. YOLO provides a freeze. Bosses can't be frozen, so you could still get comboed to death. The disengagement provides you with a shield, right? So in theory, disengagement is better because it works better on bosses. You know, if you die, that's probably because you are. I need to kill some more enemies. I can't even open the door. How do we get out of here? It's probably a little bit better for you is all I'm trying to say, but I'm doing it very poorly. I wanna see what this item is. Okay, well I mean I said if there was pans. Now we've got pans. Burns the enemy, okay. Seems like we're gonna be taking combo on this one. I will, I'll say, what I find interesting about this is that it doesn't apply multiple stacks of burn. Yeah, I bet Segas Jr.'s happy. It doesn't apply multiple stacks of burn per hit. It just applies one stack of burn immediately. I find that interesting. I thought it would be burn, 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 but it's not. It's just burn, burn. Like there's a limit to how quickly you can actually activate burn on someone, which I guess kind of makes sense. Otherwise, maybe it would be a little bit too strong on fast weapons, but you know, that's half the fun of Dead Cells. You know, I enjoy that they don't actually necessarily try to make everything equally balanced or applicable or like capable. You know, there's gonna be some more powerful synergies. That's fun. The game isn't afraid to say, you know what, this works very well. We're gonna keep it in. There should be a shop, if I remember correctly. Unfortunately, I don't think I can actually hit those birds out of the air. Ow. I wonder how well combo would work on this. I mean, I expect it to work pretty well. As long as you never ever get hit, but you know. I'm good for it. A victim of bleeding spreads it to nearby enemies. That's actually a lot of fun, although I do like the shots piercing as well, which is actually probably still a little bit better. Let's not worry about buying anything then, everything is still relatively the same quality. Dun dun dun. Hey, I also know I'm not actually, like, getting all of the money. It's part of the, like, new Abe methodology lately, which is, don't worry so much about the little things. Where did this methodology come from? I don't know, I just made it up right now. Don't worry about the little things so much. You know, don't you worry about blank. Let me worry about blank. I need you to come up here. I will worry about the fact, though, that I do have the little biter friends. They're gonna have to get replaced at some point. Oh my god, I completely forgot to look for the secret room diamonds on the ground. Literally completely forgot that was a mechanic. Hey, it has been a while since I've played Dead Cells. Okay, I'm not gonna say that I'm, you know, a Dead Cells only streamer or anything like that, but that's a pretty silly thing to forget. Yeah, I kind of expected that to happen as soon as I engaged him. I'm not gonna eat the food. Dun 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 dun. Let's keep rolling brutality. Abe cells. I got way too many cells. I wish there was something that you could do to do something with these. I'm also just like a fan of Dead Cells. It's a fun game. Although, you know, I will say, you know, I'm not the Abe Cells branded streamer. First of all, I don't own the rights. But I do play a lot of, I have played a lot of Dead Cells. Multiple hundreds of videos, I think. Is that not enough? Are you not entertained? Hold on. I guess if I keep hitting enemies with the pan, they do kind of get stunned for a second. That would be a cool legendary affix for the pan. On hit, enemies get stunned temporarily. That'd be sick. 700 damage or 289 times 6. Let's get rid of the cluster grenades for that oil grenade. High enough of a level, and that oil grenade is going to go along quite nicely with our little burn synergy here. We are, we're kind of de facto going into a burn build just because I have these pans. Hi. Harrison, welcome. How are you doing? Ate them both. Abe Clan cells. That sounds even worse. Please never refer to me as that ever again. I saw this thing spawn in. Yeah, that improved the damage significantly. And actually, that could be extremely beneficial if we can find some sort of like plus damage on burning oil affix. I do have to be a little bit more careful though, because I'm probably missing quite a few things. I mean, I know I'm literally missing money from back there, but I'm probably missing some secret floor runes or whatnot. Oh, that's a lot of fire. I would rather not miss out on those, but you know, it is what it is. There is a shop that I missed out on that I will not abide by. That I will check out because it's just right down here, and you know what? I'll just pick that up. I hate when the teleporter is just like right there. Random weapons. You know, in theory, we don't need applications of burn because we've got the pans, but we're not always going to be able to inflict burn on people. Parry shield is also like pretty decent, just because of the fact that not parry shield, but a shield to parry with. Namely, just because of the fact that I would very much like to be able to block the death scythe nonsense that he does. He's always a pain in the butt. I'm hearing more thunder. It's not like, but you know, it's not far off, I think. Shots pierce all enemies, laser glaive. God, it's so good! But it's not burning. But the firebrands are burned. But the panchucks also burn. But the firebrands also burn. Like, why not just throw as much burn as you can on enemies and just let the burn deal with it? Xeno Battlestar, great name. Hello, welcome. How are you doing today? I thought that was on my end. It's stormy here too. It's not particularly loud right now, but it is increasing in volume, I do believe, and it's decreasing in light. You might hear that one, but it's very quiet again. God, I love the laser glaive. Do I love it more than the firebrands? I think I do. I think I do because the firebrands apply burn, but we already have burn in the panchucks. If something doesn't have a face, I'm not gonna be able to smack it, but I think death has a face. If it has a face, you can take off its face. I want to take its face off. Let's do it. It'll be a little bit more of an active run if we get rid of those firebrands. We can always take more firebrands in the future. Get that dang old mouse pointer off the screen, man. Just learned about the Konami Code Easter egg of the Castlevania DLC. That one you might have heard. I forget what you unlock with that Konami code. Zeus Jr. says, I'm decent, very tired. Why are you tired? I felt a little bit tired today, and then I played Dead Cells, and then I thought to myself, wow, maybe I just needed a little bit of Dead Cells in my life. A little bit of Dead Cells in my life. Let's reroll the panchucks, plus 40% damage on a burning target. Let's go combo. Panchucks, I would love to get 100% damage on a burning oil target, but I don't want to spend the money rerolling right now, because it's a lot of money. Code gives you the Morning Star. Oh right, it gives you one of the worst weapons. Did I hit him? Combo! That's not gonna work. I realized a little too late. So combo really does incentivize speed. If you can get the speed buff, it's pretty decent. We're gonna lose it, no! I feel like combo is a little weak. You know, I'll be back in a second. You're not an elite and I'm not cursed. This is a safe bet, I think. I don't know, combo, it's, especially in the higher difficulties, it's really hard to actually hit an enemy that long. See that little box on the ground? Oh, excuse me, I had to sneeze. Hey streamer, do you have a favorite Castlevania? I've never played Castlevania. Wall chicken, floor pork, ceiling beef. Nambi, welcome. Did you see anything, or are you just calling out what I should have seen? Yo, Serenade spreading oil is not that bad, but it is double damage, and we are going to have to not recycle it, but re-roll it to try to get the spreading oil synergy. I actually feel like we'll just get rid of this, but it's tempting. It's very tempting. With oil, I can kill him before he attacks. That's gonna hurt. I gotta stay. This is going very poorly. There's disengagement. I think I'm just gonna heal. Let's just heal. Heal up, recognize that's not what I wanted to do. Recognize that you probably should not have gotten rid of the firebrands. I keep trying to quickly use the glaive to like engage in combat. That's not how it works. You can't quickly use the glaive anything. Oh, we're not gonna get any more combo. 2 extra jumps in midair, damage from projectiles reduced 75%. But it's 1 less brutality, so I can't. Yeah, glaive is good at a distance. I don't think it's as fast as I want it to be. Not as I need it to be, but as I want it to be. What might be nice, actually, is a different way of applying oil. Then, in theory, I could roll... That time I actually, like, felt my chair vibrate. In theory, I could roll a little bit more fire damage from the pans. That's a situation where I do think I just want to kind of throw the glaive and retreat as slow as it is. We are getting spawned enemies now, but that's totally fine. Random weapons. Blood sword, hard light sword, fire blast, pyrotechnics, shots pierce all enemies. I mean, it is some way of actual, you know, it inflicts crits on oil, pierces all enemies. Okay, that time it was a bit loud and close lightning. Also, it's raining, so, you know. Beware of the fact that at any point in time the stream could go offline. Yeah, give me the firebrands back. Quad damage firebrands? Okay, I will buy the firebrands before we leave. Don't let me forget about them, though. You could start with Arias or Symphony. They aren't roguelites, but they're good and decently short, definitely an off-time game, though. I don't know, I think some people would probably be interested in a Castlevania playthrough by someone who's never played a Castlevania game before. They might not be, you know, a classical roguelite, but, you know, I've certainly played a lot of Metroidvanias. Let's go to that chest. We're not gonna get enough money to buy a healing flask, but that's okay. You don't need all your healing flasks to live. You don't need any. Oh. It's the baseball bat. It's the best weapon in the game. You're not gonna force me to roll the panchucks, are you? Are you? It's got 3 times the DPS. It's the baseball bat. It also spreads oil and does more damage on a burning target. It's the bonk weapon. You know what? Get rid of the damn shield. Did you hear that one? That one was actually like crack. You hear that one? That was a... So, you know, just be wary, as mentioned. Stuff could break. today. Yo, that's a push! I didn't know this thing had a push. Keep the combo. Ugh. It's also pouring outside all of a sudden. I mean, this is just, you know, New England weather. Wait 5 seconds, it'll change. What was it my friend said? If you don't like New England weather, wait 5 seconds and it'll change into New England's perpetual season road construction. Or something to that effect. He was making a joke about our good infrastructure. Keep my combo going. Don't stop my combo. Don't stop. I get punished for being good. It's weird. I actually do think that the pans of all the different types of pans in this game, well, both of them, I think they probably do need a bit of a buff. They just don't do the damage you need them to do for you to be facing the enemy constantly, because you have to face the enemy face to face to get the crits out of the pan. It's probably more designed to be a fast-hitting combo weapon. Maybe not, you know, probably wasn't designed with combo in mind, the mutation, but it's designed to be a combo weapon. The problem with that, though, is that it's too dangerous. It's a dangerous freaking weapon to be utilizing. What I probably need to do is, you know, not be a dummy and actually use my freaking skills more often. That would certainly help. Everything is just dying instantly. Well, that's specifically when I use the grenades. I've played a lot of Dead Cells. I understand that right now, this is still like an easy biome. When we get later on, I'm not gonna be able to face tank all these enemies. I can almost not even face tank them now sometimes. Yes, you're not supposed to face tank them at any part of the game. I do love the combo on the pan, though. It just needs like 800% more damage, then I'll feel good about it. Alternatively, if we could get an infinite combo on, like, I mean, Hand of the King, he's a comboable boss, you know? We could probably combo him and get some pretty respectable damage. Bonk. Nope. All right, I am gonna go buy the quad damage firebrand. I'm not gonna keep them quad damage though. I'm gonna recycle them. I'm hearing more cracks. Because the laser glaive isn't doing it for me. Thought I would enjoy it more than I did. More than I am, rather. Okay, it did kill that guy in one hit, though. I mean, it's a 2,000 damage arrow. We probably could keep it quad damage, but we should probably take that quad damage off. Does that affect the burn damage on the weapon, I wonder? Because it does say 380 DPS burn. I wonder if that's, you know, actually going to be ×4. I don't know. Pseudo to you two. We're gonna re-roll and look for better burning oil synergy here. It'll be... we can afford a nearly 3,000 re-roll. Yes. Burning oil, double damage. That's what we're looking for. So we're at 6,000 DPS and comboed. Hello, my friend. What do you have for me? Legendary Wish, No Mercy, Execution, Get Rich, Frostbite, Dead Inside, Ammo, Alienation Acceptance. Gotta remember what all the dang perks do. Oh, right, the one that I really love is Gastronomy. Any good damage-related ones? Vengeance. Melee attacks slow enemies. You know what? I actually kind of like melee. Slow enemies and then the combo can actually kill them. Hopefully there's no anti-synergy with fire, but let's give it a go. 3,500 HP. Is that enough? I don't know. I can see more lightning. I mean, you probably hear this one too. Crack, crack, crack. I'm looking at the microphone. It's loud enough now that when the lightning happens, I don't have to talk to make sure that it gets picked up. That's a lot of lightning. Very, very frightening. Whoa, you idiot. Talking to myself here. Ow. Ow. Okay, I did go kind of balls to the wall on that one. That was pretty fun. Let's do another run though, cause I enjoyed that. I do wish I didn't die against death, but you know what's the irony in that? I mean, I lost a flagellant, I lost the run, but the pans, they're just a little. I mean, it's a brutality weapon. You do have to be up close and personal, but I much prefer the assassin's dagger. You get behind the enemy as opposed to in front of the enemy. That's what I definitely prefer. I also didn't really notice the boss getting slowed at all, but the bosses always have like weird mechanics when it relates to freeze and slowdown. Does this game have boss medals, no-hit boss achievements? Why, yes it does, Harrison. You can see all of the achievements here. If you scroll down enough, and enough, you finish the lighthouse without taking any damage, you beat the queen without taking any damage. There's a lot of achievements and outfits you unlock as well for getting no-hit runs. There's also unlocks for no-hitting the boss rush portion of the game. There's a separate game mode, and you get unlocks for those. I don't have all those unlocks. That is freaking hard. AbeClancy, thank you very much for the resubscription. Hey, how are you doing today? Anyways, yes, Dead Cells is hard. I haven't played in a while. That's what I'll blame on that death. Can't blame me. Blame the game.